Okay, guys, just got a great question. This is Coach Darren here, Instagram, Coach D Hansen. Give me a follow if you are interested in diving in and asking more questions. So I just got a great question on our Instagram, on our HansenAthletics Instagram, talking about an older individual. So if, let's say they are in their 40s, they are still pretty athletic, like to train as an athlete, like to do more jumping, sprinting, running, and that type of deal at that age. So that's to give you a little background on the person that asked this question, so you have some guidance or an idea of how I'm approaching this. Okay, so he asked about intermittent fasting and whether that was a solid option for someone to try with his goals and who he is. So here's my advice. If you're going to try intermittent fasting, keep in mind that it's pretty much most of the research. There's a lot of things that have been thrown out about it being better for your health. The fasting window, it allows your body to better process the food you actually are eating. There's a lot of different things that have been thrown out, okay? But what it is consistently confirmed, and this is probably the one thing that you could argue is true across all fronts, is most people that attempt this, or pretty much a majority of people that attempt this, eat less food because they have a smaller window to eat, so they snack less, and they have to be if you want to actually do it well as an athlete, you have to eat all the calories you would have ate throughout the whole day in that window, and a lot of people don't do that. Okay, so you're going to be eating less food, which is going to be good for weight loss. All right, so that's how this has been successful and why this question keeps coming up. But I would say it's not ideal for performance with a couple things in mind. So let's give it some parameters. So if you are training and you're doing high intensity training, you are trying to pack on muscle, you are training like an athlete, maybe like someone like you did when you were younger, you're going to want to be fueled for those workouts. So eating carbohydrates, a decent amount of carbohydrates and protein in a somewhat equal ratio right before and after you work out is going to be paramount for your recovery and for fueling the workout. That's going to combat with your intermittent fasting. So there's two ways to approach this. Either you follow somewhat more of a fasting keto type diet, where this would be my recommendation. Either you intermittent fast, and to keep it simple, and your training is in that window of the time that you are eating. So make sure that window and the eating lines up so you can do the right things before and after your training. Or number two, eat more of a protein and fat-based diet throughout the day, and then consume all of your carbohydrate or a majority of your carbohydrate allotment right in the window before and after your training. So it's going to keep you, you won't have carbs running through your system all day long. You're not going to have that quick energy burst. You're going to be running more on, fats and protein to make sure you're not as hungry, and you're probably going to eat less over that window if you do that, but still stack those carbohydrates because they are a tool. They are not a bad thing. Carbs are not making you fat. Carbs are very, very advantageous for exercise and high energy outputs because of the way they break down in your body and what they do for your system. So eat your carbohydrates. Try to put your timing around your workout, A, or B, if you really want to try intermittent fasting, put your workout in your eating window. So that's my advice. So that's it. That's simple. If it works for you, it works for you. Some people it doesn't work, some people it does. There's not a good or a bad here. It's just, how are you doing this in a way that's advantageous for you to continue training hard and also eat better and eat the amount of food that you need to eat. So thanks, guys. Again, follow HansenAthletics, follow my coaching page, and I appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch these. So have a good day.